Muslims, you should be soft. Very important. Be soft. Show good character. Yeah. Never. You will find certain groups, and it's unfortunate, and not certain groups, certain individuals, and certain people that becoming religious brings with it almost a chip on their shoulder because they believe they're on the truth and everybody else is on batil. This is not what Islam should do to you. And it's just the jahiliyyah, the ignorance coming into Islam. That's all it is. Because see, people like to feel that they're better. So how do you feel that you're better? Well, you're on the truth and everybody else is on the batil. Our overriding identity is that we are Muslims. That is our overriding identity. Yeah, then we will have our differences. Somebody would, I'll give you an example. You have, and I don't want to go into a long discourse on this, but you have an example like, in certain communities you have certain words like Wahabi. Wahabi. They say even with this, he's a Wahabi. I saw a friend that when we were growing up, I didn't know much about Islam and he knew less than I did. And he was like, he had some serious swears in his vocab. But his worst swear, when he would get, everything else was exhausted, was Wahabi kafir. He did not know what it meant. He didn't know what it meant, but this was the worst swear that he knew. He knew this was the final. Now, see, this is the problem. We have these kind of stereotypes regarding other Muslims, without thinking that, look, that Prophet might be a good Prophet. Prays 5 times Salah. He might have more taqwa than I may have. No, but bang. On the other hand, you'll have Sufi. You may disagree with Sufis, but are you trying to tell me all Sufis are bad? Are you trying to tell me, no, Sufis are a good thing? You might disagree with some of their practices, but they are good. I mean, how can you compare? How can any person who criticizes today compare with a Sufi like Imam Shamil? Can you compare with Imam Shamil? He was a Naqshbandi. 40 years he fought the Russians. 40 years. Can you compare with Umar Mukhtar, the lion of the desert? And I'm not talking about Andy Quinn. That doesn't do justice to him. Can any man compare? If you read Salabi's book on Umar Mukhtar, you will realize what a man. Can any man compare with Usman Donfodio, the African Sufi from West Africa, or Abdul Qadir al-Jazairi who fought the French in Algeria? No, you disagree. But let me tell you, many of those who slander people, just per se, he's a Sufi, bang, as though he's out of the fold. You would not, and I've read the life of Imam Shamil, I've studied his life in great detail. You would not compare to the dust on the shoe of Imam Shamil rahmatullah alayhi. But we come out with these things. So that's one problem that we have, is that all this inner fighting. Yeah, you have differences. That's fine. But be slightly tolerant and show some love for each other. For the Islamic society, the advice is that it should be, to a degree, can't be totally, but encompassing. In the sense that people who have different opinions, as long as they're within the frame of the Ahl Sunnah, and I don't mean the new definition of Ahl Sunnah, which is this, me and my 3 boys and everybody else is other 72 which are going to Jahannam. People have written books on the definition of Ahl Sunnah in the past. Khatib al-Baghdadi and many others. They have written entire books on what is the definition of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. It should be encompassing, and I am sure this is the case,